Hey, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a super easy and efficient Minecraft Bedrock gunpowder farm. This farm works on 1.21 on all platforms in Minecraft Bedrock, including phone, tablet, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, or PC. So guys, this farm allows you to get a live gunpowder. By the way, this farm should produce about 420 gunpowder per hour, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but gunpowder can be used to make fireworks or TNT. The materials list for this farm is in the comments. So what you need to do for the first step is choose where to make this farm. By the way, do not build this farm on a river or snowy biome. That is because mobs do not spawn in river biomes, and if you build this farm on a snowy biome, the water will freeze, and as a result, the creepers will never be able to reach the kill chamber. You can build this farm over land, however, I recommend you build this farm over an ocean. If you choose to make this farm over land, build up 130 blocks above land. If you choose to make this farm over an ocean, go at least 130 blocks away from any land. Alright guys, once you're at least 130 blocks away from any land, go to the ocean floor. Then build blocks from the ocean floor to the ocean surface. Then build up about 130 blocks. By the way, the reason why we're building this farm high into the sky is to prevent mobs from spawning below it. That'll get the maximum amount of creepers to spawn in the farm. Okay, so I reached 130 blocks. Okay, so I can stop right here. The next step is to go down here. Alright, then place ladders from here all the way to the top. These ladders will allow you to access the gunpowder farm. Alright, perfect. After you're done with that step, place a block over here, 2 blocks over here, then place 5 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you've created that outline, fill it in with solid blocks. Once you're done with that step, break these 4 blocks and replace them with hay bales. These hay bales will prevent creepers from dying of fall damage. Then place a piston over here, one over here, one over here, and one at this spot. Make sure these pistons are facing the correct directions. Then place an observer over here, one over here, one over here, and one at this spot. Make sure the top arrows of these observers are facing the pistons. The next step is to place a torch over here, a redstone torch over here, one over here, one over here, and one at this spot. Make sure these redstone torches are placed like that. As you guys can see there, the pistons should start moving around repeatedly. Then place a lever over here and flick it down to shut it off. That should cause the pistons to stop moving. Then throw a trident at that piston. The next step is to count down 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place 2 blocks over here. Then place 3 or 4 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place a double chest over here. Then place a hopper over here. Make sure the nozzle of that hopper is pointing down to that chest. Then crouch down, place a rail over here, and a minecart hopper at this spot. Then place blocks around the minecart hopper. These blocks will prevent the minecart with hopper from moving. Then place a torch over here, one over here, and one at this spot. These torches will prevent mobs from spawning. Okay, perfect. Once you're done with that step, place 3 glass blocks over here. 1, 2, 3. Then place 2 over here. Then place a stair over here. Then place a trapdoor over here. Then click on it. Once you're done with that step, make a 3-block high wall around the giant killer. Once you're done with that step, the giant killer should be looking something like this. Then place 19 blocks over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then build up 19 blocks at each of those spots. Once you're done with that step, the center tube should be looking suddenly like this. Then place blocks at each of those corners. Then place 8 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then do the same for the other sides. Once you've created that outline, fill it in with solid blocks. Okay, perfect. Once you're done with that step, place a 1 block high wall around that platform. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry you had to see that. Then place stairs at each of those spots. Alright guys, for the next step, I recommend making an infinite water source. To do that, place blocks in this formation. Then place water over here and water over here. As you guys can see there, that should create an infinite water source. So, look, as you guys can see there, when I pick up the water, it'll flow and make an infinite a water source. By making an infinite water source, you'll be able to use 2 buckets to fill in all the water for the entire farm. Then place water at each of those stairs. As you guys can see there, your water stream should be looking suddenly like this. The water stream will push the creepers over to the kill chamber. Then fill in and break your infinite water source. Oh! The next step is to place blocks around the stairs. These extra blocks will prevent light from getting to inside the farm. That's because the inside has to be dark in order for creepers to spawn. Then place slabs at each of those spots. These slabs will prevent mobs from spawning. The next step is you go to this corner, then count 1 block diagonally. Then place 4 blocks over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then break these 3 blocks. Then place 14 blocks over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The next step is you count, place 2 blocks over here, 1, 2. Then place 14 blocks over here. Now repeat that step until you place a total of 15 rows. Oh, sorry, I mean repeat that step until you get right here. Okay, perfect. Once you're done with that step, your farm should be looking like this. Next step is you go to this corner, then count 2 blocks over here, 1, 2, then place blocks at each of those spots. Then repeat that step until you get to this side. Okay, once you're done with that step, this layer should be looking exactly like this. The next step is you go to this corner, then place a button or trapdoor over here. Then count 2 blocks over here, 1, 2. Then place a button over here. Make sure there's a pattern of trapdoors and buttons. Remember, this should be an alternating pattern. Now repeat that step until you get to this side. Okay, perfect. Now repeat that step until you get to this side. Okay, perfect. Once you're done with that step, this layer should be looking exactly like this. Make sure there's an alternating pattern of trapdoors and buttons. For example, this button should not be next to any other buttons. Like this button is next to among these trapdoors. Yeah. And make sure this trapdoor is not among any other of these trapdoors. There should be a button. There should be buttons like around this trapdoor. The next step is to place a trapdoor over here and open it. Then place trapdoors in all the other holes. Oh. After you're done that step, this layer should be looking exactly like this. Then build 5 more creeper spawning layers. Make sure each layer is placed like 2 blocks above the layer below it. Like place 2 blocks above the trapdoor. Then break this block. Then build another layer and build 5 more layers that look exactly like this. Okay, I know it may sound tedious, but you have to do it like so this farm will work.
I have played these games before.
After you're done with that step, there should be a total of 6 creeper spawning layers. Each creeper spawning layer should be aligned over each other. Also, make sure the trapdoors are aligned over each other, like the trapdoors in every hole. Yeah. Also, make sure there's an alternating pattern of trapdoors and buttons. The next step is you place a trapdoor on each block that doesn't have a button on this layer. So this block doesn't have a button, so I'm going to place the trapdoor right over here. Okay. Then repeat that step for all these blocks that don't have a button or trapdoor on it. These buttons and trapdoors will prevent zombies, skeletons, or other mobs from spawning. Only creepers will spawn in the farm. Also, repeat that step for all the other layers. As you guys can see there, the creeper spawning layers should be looking exactly like this. Make sure the trapdoors are placed above every block that doesn't have a button or trapdoor. Also, make sure the trapdoors are placed up under every layer except for this one. The next step is to go to a corner, then place 2 blocks above that trapdoor. Then break this block. Then place 14 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then place 14 blocks over here. Oh. Once you've created that outline, fill it in with solid blocks. Okay, perfect. Once you're done with that step, place trapdoors above each block that doesn't have a button or trapdoor on this layer. So for example, this block doesn't have a button or trapdoor on it, so I'm gonna place a trapdoor over here. Now repeat that step and now repeat that step for each and every block that doesn't have a button or trapdoor on it. Perfect. As you guys can see there, this layer should be looking like this. Make sure each trapdoor is above every block that doesn't have a button or trapdoor on it. The next step is to go to one corner, then place 20 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then make that 20 block high wall around that platform. Okay, perfect. Once you're done with that step, fill in the roof. Okay, perfect. Once you're done with that step, place slabs on the roof. Or if you don't want to place so many slabs, another option is use torches. If you choose to place torches to one corner, then count 6 blocks diagonally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then place a torch over here. Then repeat that step for all the other corners. These torches will provide light to prevent mobs from spawning on the roof. That'll cause more creepers to spawn in the farm. I'm now going to do a quick fly around so you guys can check and make sure you made this farm correctly. Over here, there should be the kill chamber. Down there should be the collections chest. Up here, there should be the creepers spawning layer, spawning spot. Up here, there should be the roof. Finally, over here, there should be the inside. Make sure there's an alternating pattern of trapdoors and buttons. Also, make sure these trapdoors in place in every hole. Also, make sure the trapdoors are placed above each block that doesn't have a button or trapdoor on it. Also, make sure the layers are aligned above each layer. Also, make sure the trapdoors are aligned over each trapdoor. As you guys can see there, the trapdoor should be looking like that. Like the trapdoors in every hole. By the way, this area should be dark in order for creepers to spawn. The reason it looks bright right now is because I have night vision. I am now going to show you how to use this farm. To use it, flick this lever up, then close this trapdoor. In this farm, the creepers will spawn up there. They will then walk into these holes with trapdoors. That's because creepers see trapdoors as full blocks. The creepers will then get pushed by a wide stream into the kill chamber. Oh, check this out, guys! A creeper has spawned! Yes! More creepers! Yay! In this kill chamber, they are automatically killed. The loot will then get thrown down to this collections chest. By the way, if you want to get more loot at a time, hold a sword that's enchanted with looting sleeve. The looting effect will be applied to the trident. If this farm doesn't work for you, try setting your difficulty to peaceful and then to hard. Also, if any mobs spawn outside the farm while you're standing up here, try setting your simulation distance to 4 chunks. You can do that by leaving your world, then going to your world settings. If you don't want to, another alternative is to light up the areas where they spawn with torches. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy learning how to make this simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock gunpowder farm. If you have any questions or suggestions of what I should do in future videos, just let me know in the comments. Also, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos. I upload every other day. Thanks for watching.